Okay, my response is this. We can't even monitor uranium. Okay? Now you're talking about monitoring pollution in other places. We had that conversation. No matter how many international meetings they have, if people are not willing to comply voluntarily, what do?
Well, you
Well,
wait
I think
for a
that has
catastrophe.
changed in our lifetime.
Don't you wait for a catastrophe?
Well,
A
that's part of
catastrophe
it, yeah. But
imposes
think of in our
itself.
lifetime, when we were kids, throwing crap out the window of the car, it wasn't any big deal.
No big
Who
deal.
cared? But then you had the whole Clean America, Beautify America. Now you see somebody do it, it's like, that's sleazebag.
I'm going to
And
report them.
Yeah, exactly. So you can change attitudes and change perspectives, but it is hard and
As
takes
the
a long
French say,
time.
plus ça change, plus est-ce que même chose. The more things change, the more they stay the same. Is that what we're looking at here? We change things and they all stay the same anyway?
I don't know about that.
Yeah, I hope you're right. I'm not a pessimist, not really. At heart, I'm an optimist.
There are solutions to this. The problem is trying to implement them.
Yes.
But these are huge problems.
Well, they are. No question
And
about
so to have solutions that are a 1 year, 2 year, or 3 years, all of a sudden we have a solution and this problem is going to go away. That's not going to happen.
No. No.
These are huge problems.
In fact, part of the problem
Solutions
with the
create
Canaan Accords is
problems.
that's what they tried to do.
You know, that's
So
the thing.
you're saying we're just trading
Okay,
one problem for another
that's
problem.
right. The solution to gas and the not gas, coal, and all of the things from coal was gas, and then gas creates a problem, and now we're talking about fossil fuels. Okay, coal, fossil fuels, then gas. Now we're talking about uranium and other ways. Every solution seems to bring with it a new set of problems. I was thinking about hairspray. Now you guys
I don't
probably
think
don't know much
hairspray.
about
I
that,
remember
but
that.
in the 60s, when I was growing up, hairspray was wonderful, and the aerosol sprays, all of us were spraying all over everywhere. Then we find out that's a problem.
Yeah, but
You
see,
put a
And you take a
think
match
of-
to
think
it, it
about-
causes a
Change
flame.
your perspective. Think about the solar system. We're on this tiny little planet floating around every 365 days. We circle this star. If you change your perspective, suddenly the problems look different. You know, we're riding along on this damn thing as though it's going to last forever. It ain't going to last forever. Come on.
Neither are we.
Neither are
No.
we.
Well, maybe it will outlast us, and we won't have that catastrophe to deal with.
Well, at our age, that's probably a good bet. Let me leave you with one kind of odd thought, or one thought. There's no national solution, and there is no industrial solution here. And by that, I mean there's no individual solution. It's got to be a collective one. And the path that seems to be most promising right now is actually being taken to Germany called the smart grid. And they're experimenting with communities of about 20,000. And they're using solar panels, wind generation, gas generation, and they're also plugged into the regular electrical grid. And so far, they've cut consumption by 40%.
You think it's too late?
No, I don't. The other odd thing is places like Afghanistan may have a real advantage. If you go
Because
to
of
Afghanistan, you'll find places that have TV, stoves, lights, all off of storage batteries and solar cells. You know, they've got that level of technology, so it's a 12-volt TV.
They've been
We
unplugged for
don't.
so long that
Yeah,
They don't have to plug in,
They
yeah.
skipped a couple of.
Right,
you know,
right.
Well,
and-
it's kind of interesting because I remember when the phone system, I would go to China on a regular basis and the phone systems were wrecked. People were eavesdropping on you, knew that, but the darn systems couldn't work very well. Now the cell phones are everywhere and they work really well.
Yeah.
And they're still eavesdropping.
They still are. But that's a different problem.
Yeah, by definition.
I remember standing by a lake in Hangzhou and talking to my wife here in Youngstown, and it was like I was in Boardman. It was terrific.
What was the Pennsylvania town that had the 1948 inversion?
DONORA.
Denora.
Denora.
What's an inversion? Earth?
Yeah, you have the smog coming up, and there's a layer of cold air above it that keeps it from rising.
Just stratified.
And so it stratifies
Oh.
it and traps it. And it's an ongoing problem in places like, Los Angeles, and
Los Angeles had
Denver.
serious inversions. That's one of the
That's the
things that-
smog issue.
That's what
Okay.
finally got
Yeah.
them to say we have to do something. because
Ordinary
are
people
dying.
call it smog.
When I was a kid,
Well,
my
the
grandmother-
smog got
yeah.
trapped because of an inversion.
Okay.
And they had a chemical cloud over the city for 3 weeks in Denora. You know, I'm sure you met my neighbor, the Mo Man. Did you ever meet the Mo Man?
Mm-mm.
Oh, right. Excuse me.
Well, that was great,
Very
guys.
good.
Mo,